to another amazing day where we discuss the fantastic and fabulous FileMaker platform. My name is Margaret. I am here with the wonderful, wonderful Nick Hunter, who is here to talk about Supra-Optimization and specifically understanding Boolean, which should be very interesting if I do say so myself. Real quick, a reminder, we stream on 3 platforms. We stream on YouTube, we stream on Discord, and I can speak English, and we stream on Twitch. I watch all the conversations, I watch all of the chats, so please ask questions, please talk to us. We're here to foster a better FileMaker community, and we're happy to be a part of that and improve your training and education, all that jazz. So, what is on the future schedule? We got Monday with Nick. Today's a very Nick-heavy week. Thank you, Nick. Tuesday's going to be drag and drop in FileMaker at the Monkey Bread plugin, which should be very fun with Christian tomorrow. Wednesday and Thursday is going to be Supra-Optimization. Thursdays might or might not be horizontal reporting. We need to talk more, Nick, about how you said you want to be an ongoing series. I don't know if you want me to bump down. We'll talk. Thursday's going to be another Nick day. Friday is going to be piercing firewalls with FileMaker servers multiple machine configuration with Jacob Taylor, which should be very interesting. Real quick, if you would like to support the channel, we do this 5 days a week. We greatly appreciate your guys' attendance, but if you're like, well, I'd actually like you to talk about this, and that's not on the schedule, okay, well, usually I tell you you're out of luck, but feel free to send me those ideas. In all seriousness, if you're like, oh, I want to have like a really in-depth breakdown into WebDirect, we have the Complete Learning FileMaker bundle. It pretty much covers like almost every file. I'm not gonna say every FileMaker topic, but a lot of them. Server, WebDirect Go, Cloud Pro. You pick it, we discuss it. It's it's only 100 plus hours of content. It's a lot of stuff.
Brotherman wants to talk about the universal custom function, which is cool. How we can build custom function, why we need to build custom function. I know it's a slippery topic, and no developer want to talk about this. So I can do it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk then after what day you want to do that. And cool.
We can. I have many topics anyway in my basket. So we can. And this optimization stuff. So let's because we talk about this. I want to talk about it. It's not just 2 days. It will be like 2 years. We're going to talk about optimization. Is the big deal. Okay. I noticed this because the last 5 years, what I'm doing is pretty much optimizing things from others. So
fixing other people's mess.
Fixing, yeah, exactly. But it's sometimes and I see that always is because of the same mistake, and the miscomprehension of my FileMaker and the misinterpretation of FileMaker and we can do a lot of things with those webinars on the Supra-Optimization. I like the terminology because it is Supra-Optimization. Yes.
So, with that, where are we starting today, Nick?
Okay, we start. Today we are going to start the day 1 of those series of webinars that we never know. We don't know when that will stop, and it will never stop because it's like building a house. You will build it, but you will never stop make it better. So, and we are going to talk about this. We are going to talk about how optimizing things, how we can optimize, and why we need to optimize. And how many kinds of optimization do you have? You have 3 kinds of optimization. You have optimization for speed, optimization for performance, optimization for making yourself as a developer more efficient, okay, and optimization to make the user more efficient, okay. So you have 3 levels of optimization. What I'm going to do right now, the first, we're going to start with the basic. So we are going to start with the smallest, the most basic stuff. So to get yourself understand. Okay. So far I was talking about FileMaker. The hierarchy. Remember your hierarchy? You have the file, you have the table, you have the field, you have the record, and you have the values. But you have undergrounds. Okay. So the ground floor is a value. And then you have the underground, right? And it's what we call, the boolean. So why the boolean is the underground? It's the underground of the computer. It's the basic understanding of any type of computer. So go Wikipedia and search for George Boole, Bool, George Boole. Okay, he was a theoretician, mathematician, born in 18 something, and he invented computer. By the way, he invented the concepts. Okay, he invented the mathematical theory that the first computer in the world used in order to work. Okay, um, so the Boolean is what we call Boolean in FileMaker, right, or in the computer world, but most in the FileMaker database world is the terminology. It's the 0 and 1. 0 and 1 is the binary. So that the Boolean. Boolean is the basic understanding of a computer. Yes, no, open, closed. Okay, good, not good. Right? It's valid, not valid. It's 0, 1. It's either or. It's not something else. Right? But you will say, okay, yeah, I know the concept. Yeah, but do you know to use in FileMaker? No, you don't. You don't, because of what I'm saying all the time. I'm saying like I'm saying all the time, and your father is always laughing. It's what I'm saying is abominations. Abominations, because most of you guys doesn't have the understanding of the Boolean, and it's a pity, because when you go in the FileMaker help, or when you go in FileMaker forum, stuff like that, nobody's talking about those things, right? And it's a pity, because it should be the first course of before to go, before you touch, when you learn an instrument, before you touch the piano, you need to stay like 2 or 3 months before to learn what the notes are before you touch, right? And for FileMaker is the same. Before you touch the mouse and this, you need to understand the basic of the basic of the basic of what is a database, and especially a basic of the basic of the basic of a logic. Yes, no. This is the basic of a logic. True, false, yes, no, valid, invalid, right? And FileMaker is everything is based on yes, no. Everything is based on yes, no. The relationship, the calculation, the validation, everything is based on yes, no. Let's talk about yes, no. So first of all, do we have any question? No. We have a topic. Yeah.
That's off
Canberra,
topic for Canberra, so the server question, I would ignore that
yeah,
for the moment.
yeah. For now, I'm ignoring this, and we're going to. So let me share my screen right quick here. Okay. So first of all, let's put that. What's a Boolean? What's Boolean? Okay, Boolean it's the answer of a question by yes or no. So 1 plus 1 equals 3. It's 0. It's no. The answer is no. 0 means invalid, false, untrue, not good, whatever. Okay? It's no good. Now, if I say 1 plus 1 equals 2, yes, that's good. That's a true statement, right? So you can see FileMaker can do stuff like this, right? So it can tell you what is true, what is false, and it's not going to lie, right? It's not going to lie to you. If you say 2.4, it will say 2.3, you say, no, it's still not true, right? So, but when you go there, when you start talking about this, now you understand many things, okay? Like, if you can say 1 plus 1 equals 2, we can say now like for example, if I put something here in the text, I put Nick in the text here, and I say, so I have the text here, right? So I have Nick. So the answer is Nick, right? But now I want to say text equal Nick. Is it true? Yes, it's true. Text equal Nick. Is text equal Rick? No. Equal Nick? Yes. But it's equal, right? If I say Nicholas, no, it's Nick with a K and nothing after that, right? It's Nick. This. So a Boolean, right? A Boolean is this, right? But now you understand that we don't need to do this. We don't need to do this abominations like this. If text equal Nick, then yes. Oswald, no. We don't need this. This text, sorry, equal. We don't need those things. We don't need this. Yes, no. We don't need a yes. We don't need a no. You guys, most of you are doing the mistake trying to humanize an answer when it doesn't need to be. You don't need to humanize it. How many times I'm looking on, I'm seeing things like this, abominations like this, not this here, value list. Yes, no. Yeah, I see you. I see you on there. I can see you. You are going to your stuff and you're going to remove that stuff because you don't want me to see this, right? You don't want me to see this because you know you have it. You have it. Don't lie. Status. You have it. I know it, and I can see it. I can smell it. You can. I know you have it. You have abomination like this. You have it, and radio button, and you have this. I know you have. I can see it. Don't lie. Okay, you have this. You have the yes no. You have it. So this is totally unnecessary, and it makes everything complicated. Because if you want, right, if you want something, a logic that says that will return the status yes, no, you do this, right? But then it's complicated, right? So let's use FileMaker in another way, like this, right? You say, yeah, but how I'm going to get it? How I'm going to get my yes, no? You don't get your yes, no. You don't need the yes, no, right? You don't. First of all, now this is yes or no. So how you can humanize something like this, right? First of all, most of the time, when you want to do a test like this, right? When you want to do a test like this, you don't need a yes no because FileMaker will interpret that like this. So this is how you need to do this. Okay. First of all, you don't need a yes no. You need, right, something we call that a constant. Constant. And we put 1 here. Put 1, right? Okay. So now we can do this, okay? You can do this. You have the status, another status, but it's not something like this. You put the constant here, and you put a checkbox, right? Right? And you put valid. Or you didn't even know. You didn't check. You said valid. You put this. Valid. Okay. Or whatever you want to put that. And you said valid and valid. Valid and valid. Is it valid? Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. You don't need yes. No. Yes. No. If you need this, I can show you later. But the point here is to tell you that FileMaker is doing. So if you want to yes, no, you know, you use this. Yes, no, yes. And you have your yes, no. If you need this, you have it. Is Nick? Yes. Is not Nick? No. Yes, no. Yes, no. You have it. You could choose, right? Now, right, you will see that when this is, so when you go down to the smallest denomination, right, that means you have the boolean is yes, no. FileMaker will always return you yes, no. So let's go further. Let's go further, right, and do something else. Let's do another logic. We want to do something like something not empty, for example. You know, I want something that is empty, right? So this, right? This. So I have Nick here. And I want to know if it's empty. So I know what you do. If Nick, if is empty this, then yes. Okay. Otherwise, no. You want to know if it's empty. So if it's empty, text. So you have all this to do something that we don't know. We don't need. We don't need all this if. We said this. Boom. That's it. Is empty? No. It's not empty. Right? Is empty dates? Yes. Is empty number? Yes. Right? So, but you need to know something now, right? So, when you do this, you are questioning the data inside what's the name? The field. You are inside the field and you are inquiring the field if the field's empty or not, right? So it's not a small thing, right? It's not a small thing. So now I want to know, okay, so something else. I want to know if text, date, and number, if those three are empty or not. I want to know if those three are empty. Okay, or one of those three. No, I want to know if at least one of those three is filled up, right? So how you do this? I know how you do this case. Is empty, text, text, and then you say yes, right? That's what you do, and you say is empty. I'm not going to do all date, right? And you say yes. So that's what you do, right? You do something like this. Boom. This is not good. It's not good because you have a case, you have a logic, and you don't need, and you don't use, and you don't go down enough. You're still up. You're not in the underground. Let's go to the underground. First of all, I know you don't know that. Count. And let's learn how to interpret this. This means you can count a field, but You can add multiple fields. I want to count text, date, number. I want to count those things. Oh, he say one. Why say one? He say one because I have only one thing. So what about I'm putting the date? Oh, now he said two. And if I put a number here, oh, now he said three. Aha. Aha. Right? So you see your case stuff. If a case is empty text, no, it's, okay. So now you say yes, but that's cool. So now you need to know if this superior to one, then yes, what? That's what you want to do, right? Something like this. No. We have a better than this. So now you understand that that's cool. If if you want to do something, for example, I want to tell that those three fields need to be filled up. Let's have a true case scenario here. Have a button, validate. And I want this button only to be valid when at all of those three are filled up. Okay? So if the count of those three different than three, don't show it. Demonstration. New. Text, make or merge. Date, still not valid, right? Now I'm going there. One, boom. I remove the date, boom, not valid. Put the date back, boom, valid. I remove March, boom, valid. Now you said, yes, but at least two of those need to be valid. Okay, change, if it's the at least two of them, right? So if it's strictly inferior of three, then it will say strict inferior of three. What it should? Oh no, strict or no, three strict inferior of three. No, it should two. It should be this. I mean, but you get the point here. Okay, so two. Say up. See, it's gone. So you understand what I'm doing here. So we have a true case scenario here. So now it's okay. I don't want to say, I don't want this. I want to know if this is true or not. I want to know if this is true or not. If the count, if there's something, it's at least there's something. At least something, right? Get as Boolean. And then I put this. So what the get as Boolean is going to do? I have this, it says 2, right? But whatever if I do this? Now it say 1. Why say 1? It say 1 because there's something here. If I remove this, it's still valid. If I remove this, it's no longer valid. Because the get as Boolean, we say, oh, is there something here? Is that at least, if the count, if there's something on the count, yes. In that case, Boolean say, for me, Boolean is yes, no. It's not like 2, 3, 4, no. If it's more than 0, is true. If it's not true, if it's less than, if it's 0, it will say false. The Boolean will tell whatever this, right? Whatever this will return something, yes, no. That what Boolean will say, okay? But this get as Boolean has been, it's not the panacea. It's not the panacea. It's not working 100% like you expected. That's why I will, we're going to learn about this stuff. The get as Boolean has a very peculiar behavior. Okay, and if you go to the help, you're going to get even more lost reading this stuff. Okay, you don't, even me, I don't understand. Okay, because this is impossible. Tell me, okay, what this means. When an expression results in an error, it returns this. Get as Boolean evaluates this as 1. Okay, so look, it doesn't make any sense. All of this doesn't make any sense. So you get even more lost. So let me explain to you why get as Boolean has been invented in the 90s, right? It has been invented for one thing. First, for a container. When you get as Boolean a container, right? Here what it's doing. Here it say 1. Here it say no, 0. 1, 0. What's the difference? Oh, there's something here. If I remove this, 0. If I put this, 1. So the get as Boolean, a container, will return if it's empty or not. That's cool, right? Why this is better than the is empty? Okay. Because the is empty, because 1 will return positive when there's something, and the other one will return positive when there's nothing. You understand the difference? The get as Boolean will always tell you that is yes when there's something and no when there's nothing, which is what your human brain is going to understand. Your human brain is not going to understand, oh, it's valid because it's empty. You have a double negative. Double negative. Okay? So double negative, you don't understand it. Right? So get as Boolean will return 1 when is something. Is empty will return 0 because there's something. You understand the difference here? Okay. And 1 is not going to get inside the data. Get as Boolean is not going to go inside the data. Counts on fields is not going to go on the data. It's just going to go on the catalog of FileMaker saying there's something there. It's not going to do an inquiry inside. Okay, you need to understand the intimacy of FileMaker, right? In order to get that. But anyway, this is get as Boolean stuff. Okay. So now you understand. So the get as Boolean, you need to go is good for dates as well, because is that a date here? Yes. Is that a date here? No, 0. But what about text? What about text? If I go there and I say text, well, it will return 0 if there's something or not. Yeah. So text doesn't work. So that's why text doesn't work. Time work, date work, numbers work. Of course, by definition, the number will work. If I do here nothing, so if I put at least something here, it's a 1. It doesn't have to be 1. It has to be something. Even if it's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, yeah, it will say 1. No problem, right? So at least something. Even if it's the dots. No, dots. No, it needs to be something. Yeah, like this. Okay, it needs to be at least more than nothing. Okay. So, do we have any questions so far?
No, not really. People are being real quiet.
Yeah. So now, I want to go back to this stuff here, right? So you understand Now, if I want to get the count on something, right? If I want to count something, if I want to do this, this to show how many, if this is valid or not. So the button we go. So here the button. So here the get as Boolean, the counts. If there's a count on this, there's something here. So if you said not as Boolean, so you see here it tells you actually the FileMaker tells you the calculation result may be a Boolean. That means it should be yes or no. Non-zero value is true, non-zero or empty value is false. So he's explained to you what it is. So I want to reverse that. I want if there's something here, I want this thing to be hidden when there's nothing here. So you put not, and now you reverse. So here is empty, and here is like this. So now I want to show you how this is a button, validate button. So let's put it validate. But let's have a version of this button, right? Let's have a version of this button deactivated. Okay, is deactivated, right? And I want the opposite. So, and you put like this. So now you have two versions, valid, invalid, valid, invalid, right? If I put something here, it's valid because I put something, at least something, right? So at least if you have something in one of those fields, it will come valid, right? Right? You understand? So we don't have questions. So let's move on.
Nope, you're good. Sorry,
Okay.
there are not a lot of questions.
Yeah. So yeah. So now that you understand the basic of the the is empty or is not empty. So it's we don't need to have the if. So that's what I want to show you. What I want you to show you. We don't need to tell if this, if that. You don't need this. You can just say get as Boolean container. That's it. Or number or whatever, right? Or if you want to say, oh, is it empty? Is empty container. Or is empty text. You don't need to have if it's empty, then yes or no. Because this will return you yes and no. You don't need that, So, and you have a result in FileMaker like this, So you have this button here, but you can say this here. FileMaker has this, an edit box, right? And if the status is a number, because that's why I always go to the number, right? Then FileMaker we return this Boolean, and you have the yes no. You have your yes no. You have your good not good. You have your whatever, and FileMaker will do the job for you. Yes no, So it will do that. Oh, because I have this yes. So yet one yes no. Okay, so it will tell you. I don't know why it said show zero. Oh, zero. Yeah, you need to put zero. So when you have a result like let's put the status with something like this. The status you say get as Boolean the container. You want to know, right? If you want this to say has container. And you want to say yes, no. Yes, right? And you say see no. Yes, no. Right? You don't need this, right? So just to be clear, the field contains the 1 or 0, and the display is text. So for comparison down the line, you will check for 0. Yes, because you will see all the next 2 or 3 webinars will be all about 1 and 0 because we're not done yet. The next time we are going to talk about many things, and everything is based on yes, no. A relationship is based on yes, no. You know that, right? A relationship is good, not good, right? Yes, no, 0, 1, right? Um, so, but I want the people to understand the basic of this. So now that I have this, let's do something else. Let's go now to something more hairy a little bit. Let's go to uh, what's the name? Let's go to related data, right? So I have related data here. Okay, so related data. Always when we have related data, we have a different behavior, right? Unrelated data. So that was under, so you know how to count this. You know the counts, right? But let's go there and this is a cargo and this is a factory and this is a truck. Okay, so we have related data here, right? With pictures, right? And here, right, I have here I have don't know, nothing. I don't have a picture here. So here. So now I want to do things here, and often we want to do things on related data. Here I want you to learn about. Remember our friend count. So when I use count on a related field, right, on containers, for example, look what happened. I count container. He said 3, but I have four relationship. I have 4 related data records here. So if you say you understand. So now you have here you can learn, for example, here, right? You have something like this. Look this. Let's say you want to know if you have a missing picture, right? So you do the counts on the ID. That means ID, that's always an ID. Otherwise, you cannot have the relationship, and it won't be shown this. It won't be shown in the list. And you say equal this. That's it. We don't need to know if count superior of count. No, this is enough. It's false. This is false. So this is totally false, right? It's totally false because it's missing a picture here. So I have here. Oops, it's there. Okay. So that's what happened if I put a picture in here. No, it's valid. This equal here, right? So if you want to reverse that, you do this. It's reversed. Is it different? No. That means it's good. It's good to go. I'm good here. Here, I'm not good. It will say 1. It's not good, right? You understand? So you don't need to have a list of values or when I saw the abomination, go to layout, related layout, search for the records, count how many records with the photos, and and this is super fast. This is super fast because we use count. Count is just counting. It's not trying to reach you understand? So now I'm opening the Pandora box here for you because it's so easy to understand. If the count of the records, that's it. And so this is how you do, right?
Hey Nick, pause real quick. Slack just did a weird thing. There we go. Okay, I don't know why that happened. Continue.
Yeah, that's right. So we don't have questions?
No, weirdly enough.
Okay.
So just beyond the Ken's, but you answered Ken's already. So again, YouTube,
Yeah.
Twitch, I do see you guys. Feel free to talk, ask questions.
Okay. Yeah. So it's very simple. So it sounds very simple, but I know most of the people watching this video in the future will say, "Oh, I didn't know we can do that." You know, I didn't know we can just say count and do something like this, right? So, for example, now it's time to learn, right? It's time to learn how this can work. Okay, how this can work. I want to know. I want a field that says here it's a tag, and I said, I don't know, valid. I want tag valid. It's a number, right? And then I have an auto entry calculation. It cannot be a calc, it cannot be a calc. If you do a calc, this is another abomination. It's a number, and you want this. But if you do this, right? Here, what happened? So let's remove this. Here, what happens? So I changed the status here, tag valid, valid. And so, because I have normally by default it will say 0. So let's put 0 here. If we put 0, it will say no. Okay. So valid no. But what happened if I do this, right? He still said no, and I have nothing to say if I refresh. So this is another problem you have with FileMaker, is that you don't know how to make that valid, how I can change this. So here's the trick. All those auto entry calculations here need to be triggered by something. And an auto entry calculation will be triggered only if in the calc somewhere I have a field from the same table. Here, both fields are coming from a related. So I need to make something like this. I call that trigger. And go like this. And this is a last modification. So modification. Okay. It's a timestamp. Right? It's not a global, it's a trigger, it's a timestamp. And I'm going to say inside this that I want let. I will do a course on the let one day. Oh, by the way, Marge, put that on the for the week you need stuff. This would be a great opportunity for that.
Discussing the let function?
The let function.
Okay.
Okay. At least 2 days, but I will talk about that.
Yes.
Trigger. Okay.
Thank you.
So now that I have in my calculation, I have a trigger. I have something that points to a local field. Okay. So I have this is the local field. This is the field in the table I have here. Those are in the related. Okay. So now that I have this, what do I need? In every single of your construction, normally, you should have a trigger on record commit. Okay. 2M, I think. And it's the on record commit on Boolean. Okay. Boolean. What is doing? Something very simple. Set field by trigger with the get current timestamp. Current timestamp. That's all what it's doing. Oh, in the future, you can add stuff you want. But by the minimum, I always have this too. I always have two of them. Always. I have this one and I have an on record load. Always. I have those two. And what this one do? This. Set variable current Boolean ID. Boolean ID. Always I have those two. They have absolutely no incidence whatsoever on the speed, right? And they are the basic, they are a great support, great support for you. Okay, so I have those two. So now, why I have this variable here? Because the variable will tell me always I have ready to be used across the file, the current Boolean ID of I'm in. If I go to another one, change, come back, change, come back, change. Always I know this is the current one, the ID. And now that I have on record commits, so you remember this one was false. Now I put a picture here and I click here. It still says no. Okay. Why? Set field. Oh. No, why say no? Like valid. Always I have something Doloric. Yeah, no. A different no. Yes, it's okay. No, I want. Yes, okay. Sorry, it's my fault. It should be equal. Is equal? Yes, it should be valid. Okay. So now, okay. If I say this is no, if I do this is yes. Okay. So now, so let's say it's not valid. It's not valid. But now I put something here, and now if I go there, you say yes. Why? Because just by changing this, just by changing this, right? Just by changing this field, right? Okay, but if I remove it from the scripts, if I remove it from the scripts. Okay. So let's say this. Okay. I change this. Look, pump. I put back, changing this. Why? Because it triggered the auto entry calculation. So let's say you understand now how it works, how the trigger works. So we will I will explain that with the let statement. I will explain that when we will do but you understand now that thanks to the Boolean, because I have a Boolean here. I have a Boolean. This equals this. Yes, no. I don't need a if. I don't need a case, right? I don't need all of this. I don't. And it's easy to do across a relationship as well, right? A relationship as well. So it's very simple. It's very simple. So now, how can I do this? Okay, before we go, how can I do this the same as we did here on the I want, right, to know if I have duplicates, right? If I have duplicates, how I'm doing this, right? So we use another Boolean stuff. Tag duplicates. Tag, so it's a number, always number. Duplicate. So what are duplicates? We point to the same table. So we have two here. We point, those two are the same table. They point to the same table, right? And you said this is for duplicates. So, and you are telling me what you want as a duplicate. What will be the, 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 the definition of a duplicate? Oh, I want whatever on the text the same and whatever on the number the same. I want those two to be considered as duplicates. Okay? So this is what you want, you say, okay, if those two matches, so what this do, it goes to the same table, it will question all the other records of the same table and tell me this. Now, what do I need to do here? What do I need to say here? Right? If, case, no, does this. Go there, and I look for an ID. Pump. That's it. That means if there's something there, it's a Boolean. If there's something here, right, it will tell yes, no. Automatically. I don't need to say is empty or no. I just need to say this. If there's something here, tag. Right? So I just need to point to this, right? And will tell me if yes, no. Right? So here, I want my tag duplicate. So by default is 0. No, right? So I said number and Nick, right? The same. So new, I said Nick, right? So far, no duplicate. 1, 2, 3. Path. Oh, yes, it's duplicate. It's a duplicate. Duplicate with another one, right? It's a duplicate. So you don't need an if, you don't need a case, you need nothing. What you need to do is to use the relationship, because the relationship is yes, no. A relationship by definition is good, not good. Work, don't work. Show, don't show, right? Here, do I have another choice than show, don't show? Good, not good? Yes, not, no. You don't have another choice here to show you this. So a relationship by definition is yes, no. It's so you point to itself, right? And you change. So now, right? I want to have a button here. So look how FileMaker works. I want a button show. Show me the duplicates. I want a button to show me the duplicates. But I want this button only if, right? I want this to be hidden if it's not a tag duplicate. If it is, if this one, hide it, right? Show me. I hide it when it's not one. So this is show, and this is not show. This is, show. And now, because you have the relationship, you can do this. Single script step, and you can do this. Go to related record, showing the duplicates, related record only. Right? So now, see, let's say I have a new, I have 12 records. I'm going to yes and say, show me this. Yes, I have those two, this one and this one. Those are the duplicates. So look, with a simple calc as with nothing inside, right? Look and using a mere relationship, look what I get out of this. I get, tell me if that's a duplicate or no, right? And because the duplicates is the one you just added, it's not the original. This is the original, and this is not, right? So now, right, you have, thanks to the Boolean, I'm hiding the button. Thanks to the relationship based on the Boolean, I can show the related records that are incriminated in their duplication. Because if I go there and I say another Nick 1, 2, 3, now I have 3 duplicates and show it should 3. Right? I have 3 of them. Right? So it is important that you learn about the Boolean. So I hope you got the Boolean stuff, because now we're going to continue. Next time, the next webinar, we're going to explore the tags. Okay. So Wednesday, we're going to explore this, the tag stuff. Right. So we're going to replace perform finds, right, with Boolean tags and Boolean 1, 0. We are going to replace those crazy, super duper crazy perform finds and make them 1, 0 and use relationship. Okay. And by the same token, we're going to multiply by 2 billion the speed. Okay. Because the perform finds are the worst in the universe. By the way, I use the DDR, the report, the file report, database report, on one of my largest database ever built, where I have, for example, I have a table. I am at, the naming, the A, Z, A, B, A, I am at J, F, the relationships on the same what's the name? On the same anchor. I have A to Z, A to AZ, BA to BZ, CA to B to CZ. I have this until F. Okay. So to tell you the biggest, okay, I use 120 times perform finds out of thousands of scripts, because perform find is the worst ever, and I want to teach you how to replace all those crap with tags like tag 01 01 01 01, and we use relationship, and you will see that we can go super crazy with this because of the Boolean. We can do what we want, whatever we want with the Boolean, and the relationship. It's a pleasure. So next Wednesday.
Yes, this Wednesday. Woo. Okay, I'm gonna run the music then. If we're all good.
Bye.
Bye.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!